What does your inner monologue sound like? Is it filled with a steady stream of "you've got this" and "yes, king" or "yes, queen"? Or does it lean more toward "why would they even answer you? You're so clingy. No wonder you weren't invited"? Back in 1920, a German neurologist named Sigmund Freud proposed that humans are primarily driven by two things: a life instinct and a death instinct. The latter, which was later renamed Thanatos after the Greek god of death, supposedly pulls us toward destruction. Freud believed this could explain why humans sometimes direct aggression toward others, or even themselves. This aggression can manifest in behaviors like smoking, excessive drinking, self-harm, or other self-destructive habits. It might also look like your own thoughts turning against you, spiraling into negativity. While modern psychology doesn't fully embrace Freud's Thanatos theory, it was an early attempt to understand why people sometimes fall into patterns of self-destruction. Now, let's break down some common self-destructive thought patterns that could be holding you back. For example, is the grass greener on the other side? Do you find yourself caught in the social media comparison trap? That's when you endlessly scroll through your feed, comparing your life to every post you see. Joan graduated with her master's degree. Meanwhile, you only have your high school diploma. Sam recently got married, while you've been single for the last 4 years. Anthony is in amazing shape, yet you can't even bring yourself to take regular walks around the neighborhood. It's natural to compare ourselves to others, and everyone does it at some point. However, this habit of comparison can quickly spiral into a self-destructive thought pattern. Social psychologist Leon Festinger developed the social comparison theory, which explains that we compare ourselves to others as a way to evaluate ourselves and learn more about who we are. But this habit becomes harmful when it leads us to believe others are inherently better, affecting our mental health. A study published earlier this year in Psychology Today found that social comparison can trigger negative emotions, lower self-esteem, and distort your sense of social support. Essentially, if you believe something negative about yourself, even if it's not true, your brain perceives it as reality. Picture this: you ace an exam. Do you think, "I worked hard and earned this," or "I guess I just got lucky this time"? If you lean toward the second response, you might have what's called an external locus of control. This concept, introduced by psychologist Julian Rotter in 1945, refers to how much control you believe you have over your life. If you think external factors like luck or fate are in charge, you may not recognize your own efforts or abilities. For example, even if you studied diligently for a test, you might dismiss your success as sheer luck. An external locus of control often develops from difficult life experiences. A 2020 study in the Journal of Frontiers in Psychology found this mindset is common in people who see the world as unsafe or feel manipulated by others. Unfortunately, this belief can undermine your confidence and limit the choices you make. Instead of crediting chance, start acknowledging your hard work. The next time you achieve something, remind yourself that your effort played a key role. Receiving compliments. Do compliments make you feel good, or do they leave you feeling awkward and uncomfortable? If you often deflect or reject compliments, you're not alone. Psychologist Guy Winch explains that low self-esteem can make compliments feel like they conflict with how you see yourself. This disconnect creates something called cognitive dissonance, a sense of mental discomfort when your self-perception doesn't align with external praise. You might find yourself questioning whether the person really means what they say, or whether you deserve the compliment at all. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology revealed that people who reject compliments often struggle to recall positive feedback later, letting negativity take center stage. To counter this, try simply saying thank you the next time someone offers you a compliment. You might find it leaves a lasting positive impression. Self-efficacy. Imagine you've decided to make a big change in your life. You're ready to start practicing mindfulness, develop a habit of gratitude, and even begin journaling to track your progress. You have the best intentions, and you're excited about the possibility of transforming your life for the better. But then, out of nowhere, the doubts start creeping in. Can I really do this? What if I fail? These thoughts begin to overwhelm you, and despite your best efforts, you start questioning whether you're capable of following through on your goals. Even though deep down you know the answer should be yes, you find it hard to truly believe it. This type of self-doubt is a sign of low self-efficacy, a psychological term coined by Canadian psychologist Albert Bandura. Self-efficacy refers to your belief in your own ability to achieve goals and succeed in tasks. Essentially, it's the confidence you have in your ability to handle challenges and overcome obstacles. When you lack self-efficacy, It's easy to think that you don't have the necessary skills or resources to accomplish what you set out to do. This lack of belief in yourself can make even the simplest tasks feel daunting and insurmountable. Bandura explained that self-efficacy is built through successful experiences. Every time you complete a task or overcome an obstacle, no matter how small, your belief in your own abilities strengthens. However, repeated failures, especially without proper reflection or learning, can have the opposite effect, eroding your confidence and reinforcing the belief that you're not capable of success. What's even more impactful is the influence of those around you. If you're surrounded by people who encourage and support you, it's much easier to maintain a strong sense of self-efficacy. Their belief in you can help you stay motivated and keep you moving forward, especially when things get tough. On the flip side, if you're around people who are critical, dismissive, or unsupportive, your self-efficacy can take a hit. Without positive reinforcement or guidance, you may begin to doubt your abilities even more, and this can prevent you from taking risks or seizing opportunities that could ultimately lead to growth and fulfillment. When your self-efficacy is low, it's not just your goals that suffer, it's your entire mindset. You may start avoiding new challenges, fearing failure rather than embracing the opportunity to learn. This fear of failure can trap you in a cycle of inaction, preventing you from moving forward in your personal or professional life. The longer you avoid taking risks or stepping outside your comfort zone, the more you reinforce the idea that you're not capable of achieving what you want. It's important to remember that self-efficacy isn't something fixed, it can be nurtured and developed. By setting small, achievable goals and celebrating each success, you can gradually rebuild your confidence. Surrounding yourself with people who support and uplift you can also make a significant difference. With patience and persistence, you can develop the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, no matter how big or small. But don't let these thoughts win. Each time you achieve something, remind yourself of the effort and resilience it took to get there. Breaking the cycle. Dealing with self-destructive thoughts is not easy. It's something that many people struggle with, and overcoming it requires patience, self-awareness, and persistence. But here's the good news. Change is absolutely possible. The first step toward breaking free from these negative patterns is acknowledging them, and realizing that you don't have to accept them as part of who you are. One of the most effective ways to manage self-destructive thinking is by working with a mental health professional. A licensed therapist or counselor can provide valuable insights into the root causes of these thoughts and help you develop the coping strategies you need to break the cycle. They can teach you techniques such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, mindfulness, and positive reframing, each of which empowers you to challenge and change those destructive thought patterns. However, if you're not ready to seek professional help just yet, there are still things you can do on your own to begin shifting your mindset. Our guide on 6 ways to stop negative thoughts offers practical strategies you can try today. From journaling to practicing self-compassion, these tools can help you start taking control of your thoughts, instead of letting them control you. Remember, the journey toward a healthier mindset is gradual. It won't happen overnight, but by taking small, consistent steps, you'll begin to see real progress. So why not take the first step now? It could be the start of a transformative path toward better mental health, a more positive outlook, and a greater sense of self-worth.